Recently, King Charles bought an old friend of Queen Elizabeth the house with the royal property. This made Meghan's blood boil because she and Harry had recently been ordered to return the house in Frogmore. It seems that Harry does not like the king after a series of dirty tricks done behind the royals' back. When King Charles III is in the news these days, ahead of his coronation on May 6, the stories can range from charming gifts, to controversial profits, to the guy's love of winning big on the ponies. The pendulum keeps swinging wildly from positive to negative press coverage and back as the British monarchy has its first major shake-up in 70 years. A new report in the Daily Mail about a secret gift Charles gave a long-time member of the late Queen's inner circle would certainly appear to be a very positive story. But a closer look does raise a few questions, which might lead the more pessimistic among us to feel a little less warm and fuzzy about it all. This particular story involves Angela Kelly, the former dresser of the late Queen Elizabeth. Before her passing, Queen Elizabeth had reportedly promised Kelly, who resided in a cottage on the Windsor estate, accommodations for the remainder of Kelly's life. However, after the Queen's passing, the dressmaker was asked to vacate her cottage on the Windsor estate. But according to the Daily Mail, Charles sought to rectify the situation, and hold true to his mother's promise. To some extent, at least, a source close to the palace said that Miss Kelly had been gifted a new home, believed to be near Guiseley in Yorkshire. It is thought that the king has bought the property, which will revert to the crown on her death. Had that been all the Daily Mail reported, of course, we'd all walk away from this story with but a smile and the slightly perplexing quandary, but why was she kicked out of her cottage in the first place? While the Daily Mail doesn't answer that question directly, the additional information supply little dots here and there that paint a picture if you just take a step back and take it all in. Kinda like a George's Zura of the slightly scandalous. For example, immediately after the Daily Mail reveals Charles's gift of new lodgings, it chose to describe Kelly thusly. Those close to Kelly reported feeling that she had been treated badly after such loyal and devoted service and say she has become another victim of the king's property merry-go-round after the ouster. As for Kelly herself, she's been vague, but vocal on social media, with posts like, "If you love me, I love you. If you support me, I support you. If you hate me, I don't care. And, my work phone has been disconnected but hopefully you have this one. Looking forward to my new adventures," with smiling emoji. Which is the kind of FM tweet through it defiant attitude that would normally make us say, "We stan petty Queen Angela Kelly," were it not for the fact that she's a 65-year-old lady closely associated with the royal family, meaning there's a good chance she's got some off-color comments that might pop up later and bite us in the behind for such an endorsement. So, look, we're not gonna draw conclusions here. You can do that for yourself. All we know is King Charles reportedly didn't much care for Angela Kelly, and shortly after he assumed the throne, she was booted from her home on the Windsor estate. Then, after that became public, Charles swiftly but secretly enough that we all know about it, stepped up to supply Kelly with a new home, far away from him. You know what they say, if it walks like a panicked gift to cover up a potential PR issue and it talks like a panicked gift to cover up a potential PR issue, it's probably just a simple gift out of the kindness of a monarch's heart. she was booted from her home on the Windsor estate. Then, after that became public, Charles swiftly but secretly enough that we all know about it, stepped up to supply Kelly with a new home, far away from him. You know what they say, if it walks like a panicked gift to cover up a potential PR issue and it talks like a panicked gift to cover up a potential PR issue, it's probably just a simple gift out of the kindness of a monarch's heart.